Good. I can use this. Snowfall. Getting colder. Might need striders. I can test the override device on them. Should go in quiet. Don't go through all of this to wind up trampled by a frightened herd. Nice and quiet. Okay, here it goes! Come on, come on. It worked! It's not hostile. See, there we go. That-a boy. That's more like it. Yeah! Yeah! Right! This strider is fast! This beats walking. I should try overriding other kinds of machines. Probably can't ride them all, but I might find a use for them. I think he built all this alone. So many memories. There's nothing for me here anymore. Rost. I couldn't leave the sacred land without visiting you. When you said goodbye, I told you I'd find you. Track you down. Well, looks like you did it after all. Went somewhere I can't follow. I should have known you'd be watching. At the proving. Looking out for me. There for me when no one else was. Like always. One last time. Thank you, Rost. I won't waste what you've given me. I promise. I'll make you proud. I've been trying to puzzle it out, but nothing makes sense. The killers came after me because I look like this... a woman. Older with short hair. But why? And what's the connection? If she's my mother, then... she didn't look Nora, but if she lives inside the mountain, how could the killers know about her? The more I learn, the less I understand. All right, it's time to leave the embrace. I'll try to come back when I can. I'll tuck that away.
Nothing could make us leave the sacred land.
Seems so empty now. Everyone who can has gone to the mountain.
strongest lie dead and Goddess, show us mercy. Do not let your faithful children be forgotten.
My own mother, the pain! Ugh.
You are not wanted here. The wounded must not be disturbed.
I came to offer help.
Oh, I'm sorry. For days I have done nothing but tend to the wounded. So much suffering, and so little I can do. We don't even have any dream willow for their pain.
What exactly is dream willow?
It's an oil derived from the bark of water willows that soothes pain and beckons slumber. But our supply has run out.
So you need more?
We do. Our hunters keep dream willow along brave trails for emergencies. I suppose the stashes in the east might still be full.
So why haven't you sent some braves to gather more dream willow?
Look around, child. These poor souls are all that remain. Everyone is either wounded or gone to sing the hymn of atonement.
You're a matriarch?
Had you grown up in Mother's heart, you would not have asked me that.
I grew up as an outcast, so I guess I ask what I want.
I'm an elder and a healer, but a matriarch? Not anymore. To be a matriarch, one must bear children who then bear their own. But I had just one son, and he died many years ago, defending the sacred land.
And because of that, you're not a matriarch?
A matriarch speaks for generations, girl. Like you, I speak only for myself.
I'll look for dream willow when I head east.
You will? That's very kind, especially given how rudely I greeted you. I apologize for that. Look for it in stashes along brave trails. Give what you find to my niece, Fia, in Mother's Rise, and she'll bring it to me.
This'll last. Sounds of fighting. Just outside the gates? The gates...
Watch yourselves! Bring it closer! Closer!
Varl, I take it?
Aloy. The outcast who won the proving. So you survived your wounds.
High Matriarch Tirsa said you might know the way to Meridian.
The capital of the Carja Sundom? You seek exile?
No. A traitor named Olin. The Matriarchs made me a seeker so I could go after him.
And then you should head north to Mother's Crown. If you make it, talk to Maria. She'll point the way.
If I make it?
The trail is dangerous. Ever since the War Party massacre, our lands go unpatrolled, and our borders unguarded. We have no war chief to lead us.
Isn't that Resh's job?
Ugh. Only because Sona went missing. I'd go after her myself, but she ordered me to hold this gate with my life. And so I have.
You said the trail is dangerous. What sorts of dangers?
Almost too many to name. The killers are still out there, and somehow they've corrupted the machines, spreading madness.
Yes, I've seen it myself.
Bandits, too. Cutthroats who snuck across the border to prey on us. The word is, there's a camp in the metal ruins upriver.
Sounds like I need to craft more arrows. You said I won the proving. How did you know that?
I spoke to survivors. They said you fought bravely, as did Bast. And my sister.
Your sister was Vala? I'm very sorry. I liked her. I think we might have even become friends. If we'd had a chance.
Thank you. She died saving others. There is no better death.
You said the war party was massacred. How?
When word came of the attack on the Proving, War Chief Sona assembled a war party to give chase. But in their haste to get vengeance, some braves broke rank and raced ahead, straight into a trap. A pack of crazed machines, seething with corruption, fell upon the braves and savaged them. War Chief Sona led a countercharge and destroyed the machines, but by then the killers were gone, and our losses were extreme.
You said War Chief Sona is missing?
Even when the war party was massacred, she wouldn't give up the chase. She called for volunteers and went after the killers.
You didn't volunteer?
Of course I did, but Sona denied me that. She ordered me to see the wounded back to the Embrace, and to guard this gate, to guard the Embrace with my life. That was days ago, and since then there's been no word from her.
So there's no way to know if she's alive or dead.
If anyone could survive out there, it would be her. Sona's prowess is legend, an unbending spear to measure ourselves against.
Sounds like she sets a high standard.
Ugh, you have no idea. She's my mother.
I should be on my way.
Aloy, before you make the journey to Mother's Crown and beyond, is there any chance you could search for Sona? The tribe needs her leadership. I'd go after her myself if she hadn't commanded me to hold this gate at all costs.
Where was she last seen?
The War Party massacre site. A wooded hollow across from Devil's Thirst, on this side of the river. You might be able to pick up her trail there. No, she went after the killers who attacked the Proving, who killed those we love, who tried to kill you.
I get it, Varl. I'll see what I can do.
May the goddess protect.
My whole life, all of it in the embrace. The world just got bigger, but also more dangerous. Are you all right, Hunter? Were you injured when the war party was ambushed?
Not exactly. And I'm not a hunter, or a brave, or anything really. You shouldn't even be talking to me.
Well, whoever you are, you're hurt. What happened?
My name's Kren. I thought I'd have a go at the trials at the hunting grounds over the rise, you know, hone my skills. It didn't go very well.
You got injured at a hunting grounds? How?
Well, I was aiming for a canister on the back of a grazer, and my bowstring snapped, and I tripped, and... forget it. It wasn't pretty, okay? I just wanted to train a bit. Hunting grounds are perfect for that. They offer trials, which are like challenges, and they give you marks if you accomplish objectives or beat certain times. The keep is up there on the hill, just to the north. Talk to him to do a trial. I'm sure you'd do better than I did.
Why did you say you weren't anything at all, and that I shouldn't talk to you?
I stole a bow, okay? And got cast out. This was before the Proving, so now I can't even fight for my tribe in its time of need. I have to live in the wild by myself, which is why I wanted some training. Honestly, I'm just glad the Keeper would talk to me. I think he might be in exile or something. He doesn't seem to care about the laws of the matriarchs.
Things aren't exactly going your way, are they? Is there anything I can do to help?
No. I'll be all right. My father always said All Mother had a plan for me. Before he got run over by a strider, anyway.
I need to get going, Kren.
All right. Be careful. Especially if you're heading north. And be sure to hit the hunting grounds if you want to train up.
I spoke to Kren. He told me this is a hunting grounds where you offer tests of skill.
Poor Kren. Not the best hunter, but at least he keeps his chin up. You bear the mark of a seeker. I've heard of those, but never seen one. You have the matriarch's leave to come and go as you like from the sacred land?
Yes, but I would have gone even without their permission.
Is that so? Then maybe you and I can speak plainly. Truth is, I've had dealings with the Carja. I represent an organization called the Hunter's Lodge in Meridian. We test promising young hunters with trials at places like these. You might be just the kind of person we're looking for. Why don't you sample the trials and see? Just to be clear, though, I'd appreciate it if you kept our conversation in confidence, especially when it comes to the matriarchs.
You're not supposed to be here, are you?
No. My friend and I left the sacred land and returned. The matriarchs wouldn't approve, to say the least. We're hunters at heart. Left because we wanted to find new herds and new machines. That's why the Hunter's Lodge appealed to us. But the Carja wouldn't have us if they knew we were Nora, so we wore Carja clothes when we brought our marks to them. After a while, it felt like we were caught between worlds. Not quite Carja, not quite Nora. We started to miss home. So we came back and set up our own hunting grounds.
You think it'll work? Staying here without the matriarch's permission?
I'm not sure. But we don't believe in their rules. There's a big world out there, and ignoring it doesn't help anyone.
Tell me about the trials.
The Hunter's Lodge hosts hunting ground trials throughout the world, each offering hunters a chance to test their skills.
What do I get for completing them?
Pride and accomplishment, as well as marks, depending on how well you fare. Here, we offer the tools trials.
What kind of tools?
Hunting isn't just about your bow. It's about using everything available to you, even your surroundings. You'll see once you start taking the trials.
What is the Hunter's Lodge?
It's a group of hunters who compete to bring down the mightiest machines in the land, run by the Carja in Meridian. You can see it yourself if you win 3 half-suns from the hunting grounds. Just to warn you, though, they're not fond of Nora. Choose your trial, and I'll tell you how it works. Ready to choose your trial? Test your skill with bow and arrow by shooting parts off the backs of grazers as quickly as possible. Can't wait to see what you do with that. Ready when you are. Oh, you want to stop that one? No problem. Test your skill with... Perfect.
That'll help.
Look, you got a half-son. Test your skill with bow and arrow by shooting parts off the backs of grazers as quickly as possible. Hope you enjoy it. I'll start timing.
Low and quiet does it. Safe. For a few minutes, anyway.
You won a blazing son. Congratulations.
I should go.
Come back with... Would you like to give it another? This trial tests your ability to use the environment to your advantage. Shoot log piles to make them fall, crushing machines below. Remember, you can use explosions from your blast sling to scare machines into fleeing where you want them to go. I like that one.
Tough, but I'm used to it. A brave trail. Should be a cache of dream willow up there. No dream willow. Just a few shards. Might be a cache of dream willow along that brave trail. Strange. Looks like someone swapped all the dream willow in these caches for shards. No dream willow in the caches. Maybe Fia will know where to find more. The wash. I'll find a use for you. Here we go! Rare part. Wherever these machines are made, could find a way to override them there. Is that a corpse next to it?
There's danger ahead, girl.
Danger for you, Outlander. This is Norland.
Yes, yes, yes. Trespass is forbidden on pain of death. Strange phrase, the pain of death. See? This one's in no pain at all.
Who was he?
A thief, slaver, a killer. The kind that give honest killers a bad name.
Farrell told me there would be bandit ambushes on the road.
Well, it's not all good news. They don't always come to you. Most dig out a camp, and there they'll sit like spoil on meat.
Unless someone does something about it?
I like you. Follow the trail of smoke on the other side of the ruins. I'll be there.
My focus is picking up some kind of signal. Maybe I can scan it. Those ruins. That must be Devil's Thirst. A city of the old ones. Of the metal world. Bad day for one of us. I wonder what's down here. Patterns on this flower are so strange. This isn't a cave. It's a room. Armor. From the age of the old ones. But how do I get to it? I haven't seen one of these since I was a little kid. These devices are missing power cells. I'll have to find power cells to get these to work. There, fits. I just need to slot in one more. This scrapes. My focus is picking up some kind of signal. Maybe I can scan it. That signal. Where is it coming from? Again. A tall neck. Looks just like Ross described. Damn. Be able to jump onto the tall neck from here. This should be a good spot for jumping onto the tall neck. All right. Now I just have to reach its head. I know. I wouldn't want to be poked in the head either. It knows everything along its path, and sends what it sees to other machines.